Hey Canucks fans, hope you're well. The team has signed another one of their unrestricted free agents, this one in center Teddy Blueger. Blueger will get a 2-year contract worth $1.8 million per season, so that's $3.6 million over the length of his 2-year contract. Right away, I think this is a great contract for the Vancouver Canucks. Obviously, it's good for Teddy Blueger. Actually, probably could have got more if he went somewhere else. The market for centers isn't great this year, so supply and demand. He probably could have made more than 1.8 going elsewhere, but instead he signs for 2 years at $1.8 million each, back with the Vancouver Canucks. And there's so many reasons why he's such a good player for the Vancouver Canucks. Really, he just like Pius Suter, he's kind of a Swiss Army knife, kind of can fit in wherever you want. He could play, I guess he couldn't really play top six as much as Suter can, but certainly a bottom six staple. He is a center. He can kill penalties. He is a defensive specialist. So many things, and he very low maintenance. I think that's the other thing about Teddy Blueger. He's a very low maintenance player. So yeah, I guess the only thing that would make it even better if he's a right shot center, but he's a left shot center who can play on the wing. He's a great penalty killer, like I said. He's very defensively responsible. He's very low maintenance. He's a quiet leader in the dressing room. He does stuff with the community. So overall, a really good player. The kind of guy that you're proud to have a guy like Teddy Blueger on your team. Now, last season, he played in 68 games for the Vancouver Canucks, and in those 68 games, he had 28 points. So a bit under a point every 2 game pace, or 0.5 points per game. 6 goals, 22 assists for 28 points in those 68 games. Also chipped in. He had 31 penalty minutes, and he was a +4 when it came to plus minus. Now, we remember when Suter got hurt. I think Suter started the year between Garland and Joshua, if I'm not mistaken, on the third line. Then Suter got hurt. So then Blueger played with Garland and Joshua around Christmas time, towards the All-Star break. And remember, there's a lot of talk how that was the best line of our team, maybe after the All-Star break, because of course Miller and Pettersson and Besser, they're all great up until then. Then when scoring kind of tailed off, it was the third line of Blueger between Joshua and Garland that really carried this team. And then when we traded for Elias Lindholm actually, and then I think Blueger got hurt a little bit too because he only played in 68 games. I think Lindholm then took over the spot between Garland and Joshua, So Blueger did have the hot streak kind of in the middle of the season when he was centering that third line with Dakota Joshua and Connor Garland. So he's an important part of our team for sure. And in 13 playoff games, he had 2 assists and 2 points, and he had 6 penalty minutes. So again, I really like the signing because he's low maintenance, cost controlled at 1.8 per season, yet he brings a lot of value to this team. So I do really like the signing. And if you've been watching my shows and my streams, you knew that, or you know that I thought that this was going to happen a little bit later, almost even either very close to July 1st, although I guess we're getting pretty close to July 1st, or soon thereafter, once they Canucks kind of spent their money on the big fish, and then they can see what was left, and then we signed Blueger and Myers. But I guess this makes sense too. If they always knew that Blueger was going to come in at this number at 1.8, 1.9, 2 million, whatever it is, and they'd earmarked that money for him, and he wants to stay, then why not get it done and get it done now? Now, when you talk about Blueger's money at the 1.8 million, he's actually slowly, ever so slowly, making less and less money. So last year, he made 1.9 million when the Canucks signed him on July 1st, 2023 for this past season. It was a 1-year, $1.9 million contract, and everyone loved that. Everyone thought it was good, especially on a day where they also signed Carson Soucy and Ian Cole. So it was kind of like the middle-class veteran type player. So, and that was a 1.9 million. He was coming off a 2-year, 2.2 million. So the prior 2 seasons to that in Pittsburgh, he was making 2.2 million. So he went 2.2, 2.2, 1.9 last year, and then 1.8 for the next 2 seasons. So it's not brutal. It's not like he's cutting his pay in half, but he is making less and less every single year. Now, Blueger was drafted way back in 2012 in the second round, at the end of the second round, by the Pittsburgh Penguins. And since then, he played in Pittsburgh for 5 seasons, Vegas for 1 season when they won the Cup. Although I think, he got in 6 playoff games, but not even half of the playoff games. And then, of course, he came over to Vancouver at the start of last season. So I love this signing by the Canucks. It still leaves a lot of money. So this isn't money that we didn't expect to spend on someone like him. And the fact that it is him and a guy who was very good for us and who knows the team, knows the system, knows Rick Tocchet, I think this is a really, really good signing. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on the signing down below in the comments below. So what does that leave for the Canucks? Well, now they have re-signed Philip Hronek, who's an RFA. They have signed Mark Friedman, who's a UFA. They signed Teddy Blueger, who is a UFA. The big one still out there, we think that Joshua and Lindholm likely on the way out. There's hope for Zadorov. DeSmith likely on the way out. Sam Lafferty likely on the way out. Tyler Myers maybe still here. So there's still a few UFAs to take care of, but this is, by my count, the the second UFA. If I don't count Linus Karlsson, I don't count Cole McCord. Now it's been 3 signings. It's basically been Philip Hronek as an RFA, and then Mark Friedman, and now Teddy Blueger as a UFA, with, I'd say, the big 3 still out there: Zadorov, Lindholm, and Joshua. Finally, tonight I am doing my last stream before my quick trip down to the States. So it is a members live stream. So members, I invite you to join me tonight at 10 p.m. where we can talk about Teddy Blueger. We can talk about anything, other moves that the Canucks may still want to make ahead of July the 1st. And we can also set up the awards night and the draft as well. So members, whether you're a Legend, Hall of Fame, franchise member, I invite you to join me tonight at 10 p.m. right here on this YouTube channel. So thank you to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate and Coach Patrik, weight loss coach. Thank you, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Bovenlander, legendary Andrew Chang, and to Hall of Fame and franchise members as well. Thanks for your support. Again, join me tonight at 10 p.m. for my members live stream. And thanks to all of you for watching, liking, and subscribing. On your way out, make sure you do those things. You can subscribe, help me continue to grow this channel. You can like this video. You can leave a donation. Donation is not limited to live streams. You can leave a donation on these videos as well if you enjoy them. You can also buy your own membership, or you can upgrade your own membership to the CCC. But most importantly, I want to know, what do you think about the signing of Teddy Blueger? 2 years, $3.6 million. That's $1.8 million a season for the next 2 seasons. Staple in our bottom 6, penalty killer, center, good defender, low maintenance, quiet leader, kind of Swiss Army knife. For all those reasons, I think this is a really good signing for the Canucks, but I would love to know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. I always appreciate you. I never, ever take you for granted. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Members, I'll see you tonight at 10 p.m. God bless, and go Canucks go.